What do macros and micros have in common? Well, other than being two of the hottest nutrients out there, they're both essential to help your body run like a well-oiled machine. In fact, think of them like peanut butter and jelly. Or maybe that's just me. But before we get to how these two nutrient superstars work together, let's break down the basics. First, what are macros and micros? Well, macros are the nutrients your body needs in large amounts: protein, carbs, and fats. Together, these three macronutrients provide energy, aka calories, and the building blocks for growth and repair. Think of macros as the lumber and cement for a house. You need a lot of them to build something big. Now on to micros. Micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals your body needs in smaller amounts. Unlike macros, micros don't provide energy, but they sure do a lot of important stuff, from supporting immune function and metabolism to protecting against disease and supporting brain function. And best of all, micros don't add extra calories. So they're like the electrician and the plumber for your body. They keep everything running smoothly without adding any extra bulk. Let's take a look at some examples of each. Chicken, rice, and avocado are all foods that are primarily made up of macros. Each has a different mix of protein, carbs, and fat. Meanwhile, spinach, citrus, and dairy are rich in micros. Spinach is a great source of iron. Citrus is high in vitamin C, and dairy is a good source of calcium. But remember, these are just a few examples. Lots of foods contain a mix of both macros and micros. And we need both types of nutrients to stay healthy and feel our best. So why do you need both macros and micros? Well, even if you hit your macro goals, missing on the micros can leave you feeling fatigued, with poor skin or brain fog, not exactly the look or feeling you're going for. On the other hand, focusing solely on micros won't provide the energy you need to power through your day or your workout. Plus, micronutrient-rich foods also tend to support better absorption and a better balance of macros. For example, fiber, which is a type of carb, helps regulate digestion and can help you feel full longer, which may help prevent overeating. So what's the best way to balance macros and micros? Simply eat lots of whole, colorful foods. Aim to fill half your plate with veggies and fruits, and the other half with whole grains and lean protein. We dig this approach because it's easy to remember. It's called the rainbow plate method. To make it work, choose a variety of colorful fruits and veggies so you get a range of nutrients. For example, bell peppers, broccoli, and berries are all packed with different vitamins and minerals. And don't forget about healthy sources of protein like beans, lentils, and tofu. These are great options that are often rich in both macros and micros. Now that you know how to balance macros and micros, let's clear up some common misconceptions. First, you might hear people say macros are all that matter for fitness. That's false. While hitting your macro targets is important, especially if you're trying to gain or lose weight, it shouldn't come at the expense of your micronutrients. In fact, research suggests that a well-balanced diet that includes enough of both types of nutrients can help improve exercise performance. So don't neglect those micros. And another misconception is that micros are only for health nuts. That's also false. Everyone needs micros, not just those with specific dietary needs or restrictions. In fact, most people don't get enough of certain micros like vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium. So by focusing on a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, veggies, whole grains, and lean protein, you can ensure you're getting all the micros you need to stay healthy and feel your best. Bottom line, you need both macros and micros for optimal performance, longevity, and health. So rather than thinking of them as separate entities, think of them as a team working together to keep you at your best. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. So start by making small changes, like adding an extra serving of fruits or vegetables to your daily diet and track your macros. Over time, these small changes can make a big difference.